All right, picture this. It's 2 a.m., the lights are off, and suddenly you hear a scream that could wake the dead. Is it a break-in? A ghost? No, it's a tiny insect that weighs less than a single potato chip. Why do girls treat cockroaches like they're literal apocalyptic supervillains? I mean, sure, they aren't winning any beauty pageants, but the reaction is always pure, unadulterated cinematic drama. Let's be real, these guys are absolute survival legends. They survived the dinosaurs, nuclear radiation, and probably your last toxic relationship, yet one flip-flop destroys their whole career. They're just out here living their best uninvited guest life, crawling around like they pay rent. It's like girls have a built-in roach radar that detects movement at a subatomic level. 1 second everything is peaceful, and the next, she's holding a shoe like it's a lethal weapon in an action movie. And God forbid the bug decides to spread its wings and fly, because that's when real chaos unlocks. A crawling cockroach is a threat, but a flying cockroach is a biological airstrike that causes immediate tactical retreat. Honestly, the roach is probably just as terrified, wondering why this giant human is screaming at top volume. It didn't ask to fly into your hair. It's just terrible at steering and bad at navigation. Instead of peace, it gets hit with an entire can of bug spray like a full chemical warfare campaign. Maybe it's the germs, because roaches aren't exactly known for their stellar hygiene routine. They don't wash their hands, they don't wear deodorant, and they definitely don't respect personal space. To her, that little guy isn't just a bug, it's a walking biohazard on 6 legs. And let's talk about the betrayal when guys pretend to be brave until the bug actually moves. Suddenly, the guy is on top of the fridge shouting for backup right alongside her. The roach is just sitting there thinking, I just wanted a crumb of bread. Why is everyone crying? It's those unpredictable, twitchy antennae that really push people over the edge. Those antennae act like little alien radars, constantly twitching and calculating their next chaotic leap. You never know if it's going left, right, or directly onto your face in a full-on jump scare. That total lack of predictable motion is pure psychological warfare in a tiny brown shell. Scientists say it's actually an evolutionary survival trait hardwired deep inside our human brains. Our ancestors learned to dodge creepy crawlies to avoid poison, bites, and ancient diseases. So when a girl screams at a roach, she's not being dramatic. She's just honoring ancient caveman instincts. At least that's the excuse we use before trapping it under a clear plastic cup forever. Because let's be real, nobody actually wants to crush it and deal with the crunch. That awful sound effect is enough to ruin someone's entire appetite for a week. So the cup becomes a permanent piece of home decor until someone else deals with it. It's basically a micro-prison, and the roach is just in there planning its ultimate villain arc. The true horror begins when you lift the cup 5 minutes later and it's completely empty. That's not just a missing bug. That's a ghost now living somewhere inside your room. At that point, the only logical option left is to pack your bags and sell the house. Because nobody wants to live in a house where a roach is currently playing hide and seek. Every little breeze on your ankles turns into a full-blown existential crisis under the covers. You start checking the corners of every room like you're clearing a military zone. And 9 times out of 10, that roach in the corner turns out to be a piece of dropped chocolate. The relief is real, but the emotional damage from those 5 seconds remains forever. It makes you question your entire courage and survival instincts as an adult. Meanwhile, the cockroach is chilling somewhere behind the fridge, completely unbothered. They've been thriving on Earth for millions of years without changing their lifestyle one bit. While humans invented rockets and smart devices, roaches perfected the art of scaring us half to death. That makes them the undisputed, undefeated kings of home intrusion and psychological horror. And let's not ignore the legendary supersonic speed they possess when you turn the bathroom light on. 1 millisecond, they're right on the tile floor, and the next millisecond, they've vanished into another dimension, leaving you standing there in your pajamas wondering if you imagined the whole event. So you end up emptying half a bottle of cleaning spray onto the exact spot just in case. Now the tile is cleaner than a hospital operating room, but the trauma is still fresh. You spend the rest of the night walking around your own house like you're sneaking through a minefield. Every piece of dark lint on the rug becomes suspect number 1 until proven innocent. You kick a loose sock on the floor and jump backward 3 feet out of pure survival instinct. Sleep? Forget about it. Your brain is on high alert for the rest of the night. First thing in the morning, she's already on the phone calling the toughest exterminator in town. Take all my savings. Just make sure that tiny demon and its entire family never return. The exterminator shows up looking like a ghostbuster, ready to deploy the heavy artillery. She points at the wall like it's an active crime scene that needs full forensic investigation. They spray every corner, every gap, and every single baseboard until the place is sealed tight. Peace is finally restored, and the heavy burden of constant paranoia begins to lift. You can finally relax on the couch without checking behind every cushion every 2 minutes. The roaches have officially moved on to bother someone else in the neighborhood instead. Victory belongs to the humans today, even if it took 3 screams and a can of spray. So next time you hear a high-pitched scream at 2 a.m., don't judge, just offer backup. Because the war against cockroaches is real, raw, and highly emotional for everyone involved. If you survived a roach encounter today, drop your crazy story in the comments below. Smash that subscribe button right now so you never have to face a flying roach alone again. Hit the like button, share this with someone who freaks out over bugs, and stay safe out there. Check out one of these other videos on screen right now for more absolute chaos. Catch you guys in the next video. Keep your slippers ready.